My sister stood up during my wedding reception and told everyone that my husband had been secretly sleeping with her, and the worst part was that everyone believed her. I was still holding my bouquet when she walked toward the microphone. My husband, Daniel, immediately went pale. My mother covered her mouth. Nobody moved. Then my sister, Vanessa, looked directly at me and said, "I'm sorry, but you deserve to know the truth before you marry him." I couldn't breathe. Daniel grabbed my hand. "Don't listen to her." Vanessa started crying. "Ask him why he has been coming to my apartment every Thursday night." The room exploded with whispers. I turned to Daniel. "Is that true?" He looked at Vanessa, then back at me. "Yes, I've been there, but not for the reason you think." That answer made everything worse. I dropped my bouquet and walked out. Daniel followed me into the hallway, begging me to listen. "Vanessa's lying about the important part," he said. "Then tell me the important part," I demanded. He couldn't. He just kept saying, "I was trying to protect you." I left the wedding without marrying him. For the next 3 days, I ignored both of them. Then Vanessa came to my apartment. She looked exhausted. "I know you hate me," she said, "but I did what I had to do." I asked her why she had waited until my wedding day. She said Daniel had been meeting her secretly for 2 months. "He told me he was going to leave you," she whispered. "He said you were only marrying him because you didn't know the truth." I wanted to believe her, but something didn't add up. So I checked Daniel's phone. I found hundreds of messages between him and Vanessa. Some were romantic, some were angry, but buried between them was something that changed everything. Daniel had written, "She can't know what we discovered." Vanessa had replied, "Then we need to keep pretending." I called Vanessa immediately. She answered on the first ring. "You found them, didn't you?" I asked. She went silent. "Found what?" I sent her the screenshot. She started crying. "Please come over." When I arrived, she finally told me the truth. Daniel had not been sleeping with her. They had been secretly investigating my mother. I thought she was joking. Then Vanessa showed me bank statements. For almost a year, my mother had been taking money from my joint savings account without telling me. The money had been going toward my younger brother's business. Daniel discovered it accidentally while helping me organize my finances. When he confronted my mother, she threatened him. She told him that if he exposed her, she would destroy our wedding by convincing me that he was cheating. Vanessa had helped Daniel gather proof because my mother had also been lying to her. But there was something they hadn't told me. They had discovered that my mother wasn't stealing the money from my brother. She had been secretly paying off a debt created by my father years earlier. My father had disappeared after leaving behind thousands of dollars in unpaid loans. My mother had been protecting the family from collectors, but instead of asking for help, she kept taking money from me. I was furious. "Why didn't either of you tell me?" I asked. Vanessa looked at the floor. "Because your mother made us promise." I confronted my mother that night. She didn't deny anything. She simply started crying. "I knew you would hate me," she whispered. "I thought if I fixed everything before you found out, you'd never have to know." I looked at Daniel. "And the affair?" He shook his head. "There was never an affair." Then Vanessa handed me one final message. It was from my mother to her, sent the morning of my wedding. "If she marries Daniel today, everything I've hidden will come out." I stared at the screen. My mother hadn't been afraid of losing me. She had been afraid of losing control. Then she walked into the room and said something that broke my heart. "I ruined your wedding because I knew the truth would ruin our family." And that was when I realized my sister hadn't stood up at my wedding to steal my husband. She had stood up because my mother had been secretly destroying our family for years.